Good morning, this is Calamity calling, and today I'm going on a trip to Olive Garden. Now, like many fellow Brits, I've never been to an Olive Garden, and it's really only the obsession that people seem to have with its breadsticks that I hear about. So I thought, you know what? Let's go on a trip to Olive Garden, even if it's through a computer and I can't have breadsticks. As you pull into the Olive Garden parking lot, the faint sound of relaxing jazz music becomes slightly audible. Since the Rick and Morty Christmas episode, I hear jazz, and in my head I instantly fill in snake jazz, and then I start hearing the tss, tss, tss thing in my head, and now I can't not hear it. Anyway, in my head this music is snake jazz, just to get you in the right mood. It appears as if no one is there, but that doesn't stop you. The sweet smell of gardenia flowers fills your nose as you walk up to the door, and for a second it almost allows you to forget that you are incredibly anxious to be out in the world again. Yes, I want to walk around everywhere with, just doing this with a broomstick so that no one can come more than 2 meters within me. If I could walk around wearing a hula hoop on my shoulders, I would. And I wanted to do that before COVID was a thing. I don't like how people seem to have no concept of personal space. My bubble is my bubble. Unless I invite you into my bubble, stay the hell out of my bubble. And for God's sake, do not reach your arm right across me to grab something that's right in front of my face in a supermarket. Have some respect. Move away. Anyway, got distracted, concentrating on this. It's been 6 months since you've been out of your room, and even driving here was a cathartic experience. To be fair, I did really miss driving around actually during lockdown. You open the door and it seems as if no one is around. Hello? A man appears from behind the host stand holding 2 wine glasses. Once he notices you, he sets them down and greets you with a smile. Hi there, I'll get you seated in just one moment. Oh, okay, sounds good. The man grabs a menu and silverware as he sets off towards the array of empty tables. Is a booth fine? I think so. The man sets down the menu and silverware, outstretching his hand towards the seat, still smiling. You wonder if he is faking the smile. Yes, if he works in customer service, and he has to work with customers, he knows how much customers can suck. Especially if you have to work with Karens. Or there's always that person who insists the customer knows better. No, you don't. You never know better. We are literally had the rules drilled into us. We know better. Shush. Just get on with your food. I'm not traumatized from years of working as a wait staff. Not at all. Anyway, it seems genuine, but you know that deep down he is probably just weirded out by you. What am I, an octopus? Can I get you started with any drinks, sir? Overthinking and anxious, you fail to hear the waiter's question, prompting him to ask again. Drink, sir? Can I get you something to drink? Your face boils red hot as you notice what just happened. Embarrassment consumes you whole, and in a lame attempt to save face, you decline the offer. Alrighty, sir, if you change your mind, just let me know. Feeling even more awkward than before, you change your mind. You're rather thirsty and your mouth is dry, most likely from the nervousness. With a dry lisp, you ask the waiter if he can get you a drink as he is walking away. Actually, sir, can I please get a drink? I'm really sorry. It's okay. Our job is there to help you. This frightens you because now you feel as if you are inconveniencing him, but the waiter is still smiling and happy. He has to be faking it. Of course, what can I get for you? Would you like to try a signature wine tonight? Sure, sorry. No, don't worry about it. I'll bring that wine right out. You begin to think that leaving the house was a bad idea. Every time you open your mouth, you embarrass yourself. You're trapped. If you leave, it'll be rude, but if you stay, you just end up annoying the waiter even more. Luckily, the restaurant is still empty. At least there isn't an audience to witness your downward spiral into social chaos. An important lesson I think everybody needs to learn, and it took me a long time to learn as well, and that is nobody cares. So, like, you're out and you're worried that people are looking at your outfit. They might glance at your outfit, but, like, they don't care. They are not here for you unless they are literally here for you. People have their own lives and their own stuff going on, so quite frankly, you can be as chill as you want, dress whatever the hell you want, as long as, you know, if you're going to an establishment, dress within its dress code. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your life, what you're doing, how you're dressed, except those you invite to care. So do whatever the heck you want. But anyway, I'm going to shut up and actually carry on with this game. I have a feeling you are going to like this. Now, is there anyone else who will be accompanying you on this lovely night? That was it. The one question you were dreading to hear. Tears well up in your eyes and your face becomes even more red than before. Knowing that the redness and tears are there, you then become even more embarrassed. With an audible gulp, you mutter the strength to respond, "No, sir, just me." There is nothing wrong with going to dinner or lunch or coffee by yourself. Treat yourself. You should, it's good for your mental health. Obviously worried, the waiter asks if you're okay. "Sir, are you okay?" You begin to break down, unable to speak. "Sir? Here, how about I sit down and you and we can talk?" You begin to say no, but stop yourself. You don't want to be rude to the waiter, even if it means enduring more unnecessary suffering. Are all Olive Garden servers this, inquisitive? I'll let you collect yourself for a minute. Just let me get some breadsticks first. The waiter disappears in the back and comes out with what looks to be 5 whole baskets of breadsticks and more wine. As he sits down, you begin to feel an odd sort of comfort. You wonder why he would even care about how you feel. "So, what's your name?" "I'm Ethan. Ethan, host." Your tears immediately stop as you begin to feel more at ease. Your dad's name is Ethan, or at least was Ethan. "My name's Michael Fountains. My dad's name was Ethan, and I was named after his best friend, Michael Malordy." "That's very cool. I'm glad to hear I have the same name as your father. Make sure to tell him I said he has a cool name." Ethan laughs, completely unaware that your father passed just the day before. I know the pain. Part of you wants to get angry and leave, but the other part realizes that he simply didn't know. "Well, my father, he actually just passed yesterday." Ethan host's face turns as white as a sheet of paper. "I am so sorry, Michael. I had no idea." "It's okay, you didn't know. He's actually the reason I'm here right now." "Why's that?" Taking a swig of wine, you begin to think of what to say next. The wine reaches your stomach and fills your body with a warm, fuzzy sensation. Strangely, you do not feel a sense of anxiousness at the moment, and talking to Ethan feels easy. Where shall I begin? It's quite a bit. I have all night. Start wherever you think is best. It all started around 6 months ago. My dad started to get sick. He was old, 76, and in poor health. I quit my job in order to take care of him. Any time I wasn't with him, I was playing video games. He actually didn't like that I played video games. He never has, but he always allowed me to make my own decisions. My mother, her name was Gracie. She died when I was young, so it was just me and my dad throughout my whole life. Did you move in with him when you found out he was in poor health? Well, actually, I already lived with him. I never moved out to begin with. Ah, I see. Continue. Throughout this 6-month period, I haven't left my house until today. How did you manage to do that? You can order everything online by now. So what encouraged you to get out of the house? Sadness returns into your body, prompting you to take another drink of your wine. It was my dad's last words that got to me. He said, "Please, Michael, go and make something of yourself. You have potential, and I know it. You are so smart and kind. If you just went and made an effort to get out of the house and talk to people, you would be set for life." Wow, I'm so sorry. It's all right. He was right, though. I feel better already just talking to you. I'm really glad I could help, Michael. Would it be all right if I maybe asked for some advice on how to better my life? Of course I'll give you one tip right now. Stop saying sorry. You are not inconveniencing me. Your time is just as valuable as mine or anyone else's. You are a valuable person and deserve help. But first, you must help yourself. Just by asking for advice, you are helping yourself. No one can fight their inner demons alone. Yeah, I guess you're right. I say sorry all of the time. What else can I do to better myself? I don't even know where to start. You begin to wonder why you should be trusting a waiter of all people when it comes to finding happiness and bettering oneself. That's insulting. Don't presume to know what the person's life has. Maybe they do this for fun. But you realise this is all you have and decide to stick with it. Plus, something about Ethan Host feels different, almost otherworldly. It feels as if time itself has completely stopped. Still, no one has come in, which is strange since this is usually the busiest hour. Alright, so you said you play video games a lot, correct? Yes, but I am not willing to quit if that's what you're going to say. No, I am not saying quit, but I will say that it would be a good idea to cut back on them. It's perfectly fine to have a hobby, but along with everything else, it's dangerous to overdo it. I challenge you to cut down your time playing games by half. I know it sounds hard, but there's plenty of things to do instead. But there isn't. There's pretty much nothing to do. It's easy to think that, but you have to open up your mind to new things. Many will say to get exercise, but not specify what exercises to do. Sounds terrible. Well, the trick isn't just to go to the gym. It helps, but that's not all it is. You have to find an activity you enjoy that involves working out. Say a game you like has sword fighting in it, and you like that aspect. You could always take up fencing if you like shooters, paintball. Get the point? I guess so. Never thought of it that way. Another thing you could do is search for a partner. You mean like a girlfriend? Exactly. Now how would I go about doing that? Work on yourself and a partner will come. That is very true. When you stop actively looking for something, you're more likely to find it, or they'll find you. If a woman won't love me for who I am now, I don't really think a relationship is for me. If you can't love you for you as you are right now, how can you expect anyone else to? Why expect a woman to love you in a world where not even basic necessities are guaranteed? Why should someone love you if you don't love yourself? Ask yourself questions like these constantly and work to become the best possible version of yourself, and the women will surely come. You know, that actually makes a bit of sense, Ethan. Thank you. Glad I could help. I actually have a bit of experience in the lady department myself. By now you are starting to feel a bond with Ethan. Something about the vibe he gives off soothes you. The lack of people in the restaurant also adds somewhat to this somewhat mystical feeling experience. It's bothering me. For some reason, you cannot shake the feeling that you know Ethan on a deeper, more spiritual level, even though you are an agnostic. Michael, are you good? You were caught daydreaming, looking at Ethan Host for a bit too long. Oh, yeah, I'm all good, doing fine. You begin to blush as you wipe the sweat off your forehead. Good, just wanted to make sure you're feeling better. I'm actually feeling great. I haven't felt like this in years. I feel like a miracle is happening within me. I don't know, I probably sound crazy. Ethan Host begins to smile as if he knows something you don't. You feel energy pulsating through your body and it makes you feel lightheaded and dizzy. Your heart begins to pound like a drum. Ethan stands up, then walks away, laughing like a maniac. The lights go out. What's wrong, Michael? You try to speak, but nothing comes out. All you can do is sit there with a face full of terror. None of this was ever real, Michael. You, me, or even Olive Garden. You are simply an AI that is designed to suffer through my endless simulation. You have come here countless times telling me your little sob story, and every time it is more entertaining. Running your personality makeup through these different scenarios has been a blast, but sadly this was the last time. Now it is time to shut you off, Michael. Each second begins to feel longer than the last. It's been fun. Time now feels as if it's completely stopped and Ethan is nowhere to be seen. You try to scream but can't. All you feel is hot energy pressing against your teeth, trying to escape but failing to. You begin to feel a hot sensation spreading throughout your body, starting at your fingertips and pulsating through your brain and down your spine. Your face starts to feel heavy as if it is falling off, and the center of your brain turns into hot liquid metal. This is not where I thought this would go. The restaurant quickly becomes a series of moving shapes and patterns. Your silent scream does nothing, and your sense of breath is long gone. As a matter of fact, your whole body does not exist, nor did it ever exist. You were simply a collection of atoms that were meant to suffer through a series of tests. As a matter of fact, these thoughts aren't even yours. A message is then displayed to your reading. Congratulations on completing your miserable life. It only gets worse. Well, I have never been to Olive Garden, and this has just ensured that I will probably never ever go to Olive Garden. I don't care how good the breadsticks are, because I don't really like bread, or cake, or biscuits, so problem solved. So, I'm going to leave this one here because, you know, one supercalifragilisticexponential crisis a day. Whew. So I hope you have a very lovely day, and most importantly of all, you do you.